First of all, let's do up the Manscaped thing. Shout out Manscaped, as always. Use the code WINNERS. 20% discount.
Yeah.
Free shipping. When you use the code WINNERS from Manscaped, you're not going to get a smoother, cleaner, trim. You know, when you're body grooming. Doug can co-sign.
Doug co-sign.
Doug can co-sign. The man them have been talking, you know.
Yeah.
Man said the thing's patterned in the group chat.
Happy with my thing still.
Yeah. I see it.
Clean.
I see it, and you know it clean, bro.
I will put the leveler on. Shave the
So you went in.
Yeah. Got to shave the little piece down my legs. The leveler.
What about gave the legs a little a fade?
A little fade. I fade.
0.5.
0.5 skin fade. Got a little fade. I'll keep it 100.
No, he's keep it. Be true to yourself. Be true to yourself.
My testosterone is flying around this body on a different level.
If your testosterone's doing that, I'd want to know what your testosterone's doing. Man said his testosterone, you know. Testosterone, you know.
Give it a little fade on the top.
Yeah.
Clean off the rest of it. You get me? Come on.
Yeah,
so you don't just go from mad bush to bald.
Okay,
you
so
understand?
you patterned it. You just
so man, literally a fading man's talking.
It in.
All right, well yeah, that's it. Manscaped, go on Manscaped, 20% discount when you use the code WINNERS. Yeah, 20% discount. Use the code WINNERS plus free shipping.
Winners talking.
Back in again, it's another one. Big Dougie Doug, Pound Sterling the Hustler.
They are.
Doug got a phone call the other day.
Uh-huh.
I see it's the champ, Sonny Edwards, ringing me. Mm-hmm. Someone tried to get onto me the other day and said, P, you said that Sonny rang you at fucking 9 in the morning. You said you don't take calls before 11. Some calls you know you just got to take because you don't know what it's going to be, man. It's the champ. Put respect on the man's name. It's the champion of the world.
Yeah, man.
You see what I'm trying to say? It's the champion. The champion of the world's ringing you.
Yeah.
Like at 9 in the morning, something must be going on.
Mm-hmm.
That was the other week for something different. This time he rang me. It was a bit more, you know, normal hours anyway. But he rang me, said, "P, listen, I'm pulling up and I'm bringing. I've got someone for you that I'm bringing. I'm making it happen." I said, "Are you bringing truth?" He said, "I'm bringing Jaykae."
Come on.
I said, "Which Jaykae? Big Lord of the Mic." Yeah. Original fucking grand pioneer, Top Boy, Ed Sheeran, fucking Essex Girls, Jaykae.
Yeah.
I said, all right, let's do this. So here he is right now, Jaykae, the one and only.
Oh, yeah, man.
They are.
What you saying, lads?
Yeah, just happy to have you, man, there as well. Hey, what you saying, champ?
Jaykae knows all about them early morning calls. Because a lot of the time, half of the week, I probably fall asleep about 8, 9 o'clock at night, usually my sparring days. And then I've been up from about 5 in the morning. So, you know, when it gets to 7, 8,
I'm off.
The phone calls are there. Yeah. So, you two are people I'm call early.
No, I know that. I'm up as well. You're up at them times, I like.
Yeah, early.
Money don't sleep.
Yeah, that's it.
Money don't sleep.
Someone coined that one recently to your pounds.
No. We've been saying it, but you...
Yeah.
But nah. Large up the man, then good to have you, Jaykae. What are you saying to me? The champ's here all the time. I talk to the champ all the time. Me and him's always on the call, but I don't speak to you all the while. So what are you saying? What's been going on, my brother?
Fucking just I've just been enjoying normal life, to be fair.
Nice.
Yeah. I've opened a boxing gym.
Okay.
Yeah, man, in Birmingham. Fucking. That's it. Just been a dad. Yeah. I'm ready to attack next year. Yeah, man.
Yeah, bro. Congratulations on everything you've done so far. Mm-hmm. Like, I've been following the journey from long. From when you was in your brethren. There was one DVD, you and all your brethren in your brethren's house in your socks and all that. Like trainers off. I said, you man have got good manners. I think it was. You must remember when it was. It
must have been a long time ago.
It was ages ago. That's how long I've been following. I think it was a DVD called something like War on Roads or something like. I can't remember it was, but you man was all going in there. You could see it was early days.
Word on Road it was.
Word on Road. See it there? Man said Word on Road.
With your socks off, yeah?
That was...
but that's...
2008, 2009, that was in KB's yard.
Yeah.
You know KB?
Yeah.
That was in his yard back then.
Manners was there.
That was years ago, yeah, man.
See, that's the
first.
first...
to think about that, what the fuck you on about, but I know what you're on about, yeah.
That's the first time I saw you, lot. That's the first time I saw you, and I remember saying, like, right, my man's good. Yeah. But that's how long ago that was, 2008 and all that.
Yeah.
Man, that's how it goes.
Man's been in the game, fam.
Yeah, man, I have, but fucking for a long time, man. I'm 31 now.
Yeah,
man.
For a minute, bro, I remember. And that's just good. Every man knows them ones you used to have to go man's yard and take off your trainers.
Come on, man.
That's why I remember watching it saying, that's real shit.
Yeah.
That's real shit. But yeah, from them times, and then I used to see you pulling up like battles on the roadside. I can't remember the brother. There was a brother who was battling on the roadside, but it seemed like you two was brethren at the same time. Bomber or something like that. I can't remember his name.
KDA was one of them. That was in the park. We knew each other, so it was fucking. It was like personal, you get me? But he was like one of the oldest from the ends. But fucking, this is when I was just coming through, you get me? And I fucking murked him. We used to have like clashes in the park. That's how man come up still.
Yeah,
just
I
have
can
these
see
little clashes and that. That's what got people interested anyway. You get me? Yeah.
I can see it. So what clashing is how you came in from day dot just clashing.
Clashing, that was the first thing, yeah.
Yeah, because that's when after that, next time I saw you off, that was like Lord and the Max. So how did you get from that to Lord and the Max?
Made the link with Socks, basically. Socks was on free. And then obviously Jammer and that seen that there was something going on down Birmingham. And then like obviously Skepta and that fucking, they started giving man the clean and whatever, and he done straight up remix, and it was just like, I was talked about going on there from free, but who the fuck was I meant to clash? Trey Michon or someone like that. Yeah, it was like them, it was fucking years ago. And then that never happened, and I clashed on 4 against this guy. That I was the main event on there. But it's just like the Boy Better Know Invasion Alert link. He was kind of like, we was all cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So them times there, how would you pull up? You're in Brum. Who else was a name them times there, Brum? Because obviously we had bare names down there. I know them times there was Devilman and them kind of bear was
Devilman, Triller.
Yeah.
Saf One.
Shout out Saf One.
Mayhem, Deadly, Temper, Daps on the mat.
Okay.
There was a lot of people going. Socks was like fucking killing it like at one stage. There's a lot of people. Big Mikey, I don't know if you know about DJ Big Mikey, but he was like a big part of it as well, man. We had Silk City, it was like a pirate radio station, but you could get it on legal radio. You get me? So, and that went out on Sundays. We had thousands of people listening to just like grime sets and clashes and shit. So Birmingham kind of become the hub for grime. Yeah. At that period of time around then. Like we was like still like fully fucking thriving in it, you get me? Where in London it toned down a bit, like people, the front runners over here were taking deals that obviously met though. So it wasn't the whole grime initial sound and the clashes and things like that. They had to look at Birmingham to get like fucking...
the raw stuff.
Yeah, basically to get people involved, man.
Yeah. Did you know about them tunes in them times there, son? Or you was just in the gym skipping and shit?
Do you know what? I've always been big music. Like, people would probably be surprised. Like, I remember Krept and Conan when they were like, what, Terrorzone? No, Gypset, sorry. And then it was...
Okay.
So I remember, what was it? It was Gypset Anthem, and they had one other Don was featuring on it. But that was the first thing, because you know the gym we just been at now, Ellsfield? I was saying, we just been to my gym now, my first ever gym I had a fight for, and it was being around the lads from there. They was all from sort of like Wandsworth, Tooting, Mitcham, you know, all of these, and they were a few years older, so I guess they influenced that sort of music, like the early sort of grime. But more like, you know, like Boy Better Know, because I'm London, South London, and yeah, Krept and Conan, like I mentioned before. But Jaykae as well, like when I got a bit older, because obviously I moved to Sheffield, and then his music probably resonated more. Like a lot of his tracks sort of went main to a lot of audience, but like people you'll meet up there will be onto the whole storyline. Do you know what I mean? Because of the sort of the scene up there. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit different to
that comes from baseline, I think.
Yeah,
like,
baseline definitely.
Yeah, like Birmingham, like London didn't like really have the baseline.
It's still big up there. They still push it.
See a baseline. We didn't have it like that
because we had that the funky house scene. I think the tribal.
Yeah.
I think that baseline grime kind of moved on to tribal and all of that, and we had that whole scene. I think because it's so different in comparison to baseline, it just you couldn't mix the two.
Yeah.
I fucked with
you get what I'm
baseline,
saying?
though.
I fuck with
When I used to
baseline.
go Brum, when I used to go Brum,
it's Birmingham, like Birmingham up to like Bradford, I'd say. Like that
Baseline's hard though.
from Birmingham up north to Bradford, it was fucking. That was the sound for years.
No,
Nah,
real
brother,
talk.
I'm not-
bro.
brother,
The
listen
fight
to
I had
me.
in Joe was over my
Baseline.
baseline CD.
Brother, let me
fam.
show you. You don't like baseline at all? You're not fucking with baseline? Nah, baseline's...
Nah, I fucked with it.
Nah, it's the baseline's... I fuck...
But then I don't know. I think people that fuck with baseline are guys that were most probably the people that were into the garage scene because
We
it
was
was
out,
kind of.
bruv.
It was like
I was raving. I went
Remember
niche when I was.
Jungle?
I went niche when I was
Yeah.
15. That's in Sheffield, bro.
Yeah.
No, why was I? What was I doing in fucking Sheffield at 15 years old in a rave? You
And I
get me?
think baseline was also the alternative if you weren't really into the dubstep thing as well.
Dubstep come a bit afterwards. It was
Yeah.
too swampy kind of thing.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying. It was
Bassline kind of evolved. The sound kind of evolved into funky house. Like funky house took over from there, and when funky house kind of died out, bassline kind of died out. Now
Yeah.
it's back in now, but it's different sounding to what it was back then. The vocals back then, it was like the girls that were singing on it. It was sick, man. Bassline like a big part of my fucking life, man.
Yeah, come on, proper things. Before I go on, I'm taking it for granted that everyone knows who the champ is. Like, this is Sonny Edwards. For those that don't know, because I can't just take it, because not everyone's a boxing person or this, and they might not have seen the previous episodes with man on it. So, yeah, Sonny Edwards, WBA.
WB.
WB what?
IBF. You got me
IBF.
guessing.
IBF.
I'm meant to be WBC, but yeah, that fight fell through. But that's another story.
All right, IBF.
That's what got me
Aaron,
confused.
you're-
Then
you're
that's what I was
rated
already naming it.
IBF champion.
IBF champion of the world.
What was you meant to be
I
fighting?
was meant to be fighting
That
for my
got-
brother's old title, the WBC, but
Right.
after 6 weeks, we agreed. The opponent pulled out last week.
Oh, we did, yeah.
don't
Wait,
want-
when I say pulled out, it just all went dead.
Yeah.
I mean, dead as
Has
the
he got
water.
the title? Was it open?
Yeah.
He's got
He's a
it,
champion. He's had it for a few
He was
fights.
baiting
well.
people from someone else.
He's a big fighter. He's a Mexican fighter, Martinez.
Big
Yeah.
fight, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He said that. Yeah.
Big
Yeah,
fight. My
but-
son is gonna get in them hands.
Getting them hands. fam.
Just trying to get him in the ring. That's the hardest part.
Yeah, I see that. A lot of
He
guys.
knows.
A lot of guys.
He knows, man. They're trying to hang on to them belts for dear life, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So where's the link up come with you two now? Because I see you knocking around a few.
I think, do you know what? Half of it was boxing. I think Jaykae like always been a boxing fan, innit? So I think the reach out was just kind of organic, natural a few years ago, and obviously he sponsored my brother for a few
Yeah, I
fights.
sponsored Charlie for a few fights, and then my brother Momo done Head Movement TV. Like that's one of my best mates. So, and then he got to know these man differently, and man just bridged the gap kind of thing.
So it's got to be.
Yeah. So he went for. I used to sponsor Charlie
Yeah.
to like my man. Me and him would chat every day. You know.
Yeah.
Like to the point we're pulling up to like family things with the kids, and
Yeah, nice.
it's good. It's
Nice,
close, man.
Nice. So you've always been into the sports and boxing. If you're sponsoring Charlie, that's a long. That's a good. You've been in it for a minute. It's not.
Yeah,
you're
for
not-
a while, man.
You're not one of
Yeah.
these new people that's just like boxing's got bigger over time, innit? So now everyone's in it, but
Yeah.
you're one of them that's been following boxing from
It's something I can see myself
passionate
doing.
about.
I can see myself doing like in 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
Or like managing and shit like that. That's
yeah.
what I want to get into,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, that's proper. I like that. All right, so careers moved on. Big Jaykae now, Essex girls and that, big tunes. What's the other one again? Take me back to London with Ed Sheeran. How did that come about? The Ed Sheeran joint.
Fucking Champions League final, Liverpool Champions League final, whatever year that was. 2019 was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, then
Mhm.
I got a DM off Ed, just like, yo, I want you to do this tune. So it was a fucking mad one. Shittest final ever, man. Shittest final I've ever watched, that was, but yeah.
Shit,
Or was that the
shit.
Tottenham one?
The Tottenham one, did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was shit.
Fucking trash that was. But I was so gassed watching it, I didn't give a fuck about it, man.
Yeah,
and
come
then, yeah, just, it's mad. Like, Ed's like the fucking realest, man. I swear down, like, the way my man is, for who he is, I can't, like, get my mind around it sometimes.
He's big, really. Ed.
Yo,
Ed's-
man's the
he's
in
massive.
small
Massive,
leaf,
man.
no
Yeah,
Ed's
security.
massive still.
In small leaf, couple times no security.
Yeah.
Just like, and that's like, but what rappers won't come small leaf with no security. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? People with different personas,
Yeah.
they wouldn't fucking come and do
yeah.
what my man's doing in the ends, bro. It's mad when you think of it. You get me? Yeah, he's a different kind of person, man.
So you just got the DM and from there it was on. What do you think when you first opened them, when you got the message?
I would have knew that the song was happening because H told me he's got asked to be on a tune with Ed
right.
Stormzy. So I was like, yeah, mad, that's big. And then like a couple of days later, I got the shout for it as well. And then they asked me and him to do a back to back for it, which I think we fucking spun. You get me? I think me and him killed it. So
Yeah, you did.
Big-
You did.
yeah.
Big track killed on.
You did. You literally did kill that. So what's next for you on the scene? What's the next moves?
I've got this Jungle's coming out on the
Jungle.
29th.
That's on Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That comes out this month. So
You saying you're acting now?
I've
Movie
done,
star.
I'm getting
I'm
into
sure,
it.
have you been in something else as well?
I've done man
Acting.
like Morbin. This is more serious than that. Man Like Mobin's set in Small Leaf. It's filmed in Small Leaf. You get me? It's on the ends. It's easy. You get me?
Work.
I'm playing some fucking just some raw guy. You get me? It wasn't hard to be that person. But this jungle thing, it was proper acting. It's high budget. It's fucking. They're not fucking around with it, man. It's big, bruv. I'm not gassing you, bruv. I can't wait till people get to see it.
No, I've seen the trailer. Looks big. It just looks big.
Just the way it's filmed alone, it's cold, man. Everything about it was sick.
You enjoying it? Is that something you want to pursue more as well?
Acting, 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. If there's any more of these Green Street Football Factory kind of films, I want to be the fucking in all of them, bro.
Of course you do, because you like, of course you do.
Yeah.
That's the vibe, though, lad. That's the vibe.
Yeah, bro. I want to get into that shit.
Typecast, isn't it?
Yeah.
I want to get into acting, man.
Can see it, man.
A bit more, anyway. But I've got another. I'm doing There's another film that I've been casting for as well. That's like we're filming at the end of this year. So there's acting's becoming that thing now for me.
Yeah. But the music's not stopping now.
I've got an album dropping very soon.
What's the? You got a title on?
Hooligan.
That's my man, Stone Island did that. Talking about Football Factory. Of
course it is. Football Factory.
Product placement, man.
Yeah, man.
But yeah,
the
bro, that's the
hooligans.
title. I like that still. That's heavy.
Product
That's what I'm
placement, you
thinking.
know what I mean? With the Stony.
It's our fucking culture, bro. Like we're
It is
from
our
Small
culture.
Leaf, bro. Like it's
What, you lot all Birmingham City fans?
barring one.
Barring
Yeah,
one
my
man
mate's
you,
one
man.
mate's a
Barring the
Man
one
U
Man
fan,
United.
but
Yeah, you lot all
But
Birmingham.
fucking when Blues score at home, my house shakes. Like that's how close I grew up to it. You get me? My mum's yard's right next to it, so that's the team, isn't it, bro? Like man's on the Blues thing when it's shit to support Blues sometimes, bro. And
But when it's good,
come on,
when it's good, it's great. Look at when you lot beat Arsenal
exactly.
in that cup
Even
final.
when we stay up and don't fucking get relegated, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's a part.
Relegation
Things man
battles.
got to bring out. I ain't
Oh, you mad man slapped Arsenal, bro.
Remember when you lot slapped them over? Big cup
Obafemi-
finals, brother.
Obafemi Martins,
It
bro.
wasn't.
Yeah, Arsenal, innit?
Obafemi Martins, yeah, bro. I'll never forget that.
And Mo, how did you feel with that
Late.
game there? That must have been a mad one.
Imagine, I never went to the final. I went to the quarter final against Villa. Best game of my life ever. We beat Villa in the quarter final. That was a mad thing.
That's a derby thing.
I was on the
That's a
pitch.
derby.
I was on the pitch at the end of it, kind of thing. That's how mad that was. Then we played West Ham in the semi-finals. Even went off with them like outside. You get me? Like it was one of them. It was a hostile fucking night. And then we won as well. We beat them. And then fucking the finals happened. I remember I was at home. I remember when Obafemi Martin scored, I jumped up and licked my head off the wall so hard, bruv. Like nearly concussed myself, you get me, bruv. But didn't give a just scream the house down, bruv. Like
Kashani
sick,
and,
man.
And Chesney mix up at
Yeah.
the back. Yeah.
So
That's what.
someone pushes Kashani's head as well when they're running past them. as well, man.
Yeah, violated. I remember that.
Violations, man.
That was a meme before the memes.
We got relegated that year. We ain't been back in the Prem since that year, though.
Yeah, nah, it's good.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what
Sometimes
you get,
them thing
innit?
happens,
That's what
fam.
you
It's
get,
them
innit?
things
We're
happen.
not even a trophy, though. We're not even a trophy.
We've got a good trophy.
Man, we're not even a trophy.
Them things happen sometimes, Jaykae. You know what I mean?
Trophy.
Revenge, sweet revenge.
Yeah,
innit?
try.
In a mad way. We lost the final, but we end up relegating, man.
Bittersweet. I wanna- Bittersweet.
Did you watch the thing I said to you? Did you watch yet? Did you watch the
Do you know what? I couldn't find it.
You ain't.
I tried and I went to
You
see
ain't
if I tried. I tried.
What's that? What's that?
What was it on? Disney Plus?
It's on Disney, blood.
I couldn't find it on
Mike,
mine.
there's a Mike Tyson.
I couldn't find it on mine.
Oh,
Swear to God, I searched.
oh shit! Yeah, I ain't started it, but I've seen the.
I searched Mike.
I've seen
searched
the
Mike.
trailer.
And I gave up after Mike.
Called Tyson.
It's called Mike.
He said Mike.
Is it Mike?
He said Mike.
Not called Tyson. Called
Little
Mike.
Mike.
Yeah, I searched
just
Mike. I
listened
couldn't
to
find
Daps,
it.
You sure?
Swear to God.
Don't listen to that. Don't listen to that.
I tried. Swear to God.
That's got me sick.
Tried.
Huh?
Find it.
It's all right. Come watch. Come watch.
Really, it's just a story, innit? We all know the
Like a
story, so I
documentary
don't know
or
how.
acting?
Acting thing.
It's an acting
Acting
thing.
thing, like a season thing. It's only
Weren't
5.
Jamie Foxx went to...
That's for the movie.
Yeah.
That
Now they
he
do
looks
it.
like he's nailed it. I've seen him do the impressions and that.
Oh,
I've
Yeah,
seen him
mad. But
kill
now
it,
Mike
bro.
Tyson turned around and said he don't really know about Jamie Foxx doing it because Jamie Foxx is older now, innit? So he's how's he gonna play me when I'm like 20, this, that, the other?
But Jamie
When-
played back
2022,
then. But
bro,
Jamie's
decade
in-
two,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Mike,
Jamie-
Jamie Foxx is 50 something.
Yeah, for real.
See,
But his
Yeah.
impersonation of
Yeah.
Mike is bang on though.
Yeah, perfect.
Perfect.
CGI though, innit?
That's
Yeah,
CGI.
they
can do anything now,
Yeah,
yeah.
They can conduct all of that.
Couple of green screens. Yeah,
Who will play you, Sonny?
don't know, man. Maybe it depends though, because it'll be someone younger now that probably don't exist.
Yeah.
Are you talking about right now? Who would play me?
Yeah, right now, man.
Who's who played Frodo?
Man said Frodo, you know.
He was cold, bro. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
What Hobbit?
I was gonna say
tough.
Look at Jaykae
tough.
laughing.
I was gonna say you can get the brother to play that plays Spider-Man.
What that?
Yeah,
one?
him.
Which one? Tom Holland.
Tom Holland. That's it. Yeah.
That's a compliment. That
Yeah,
I'll take that. I'll hold that.
Take that.
I wasn't
I'll
trying
hold
to.
that.
These men are on bands. I wasn't trying.
But
to
it's a
fuck with them.
movie. You gotta pick who you want to put, blood. Pick
Yeah,
your-
true.
Yeah, because you say Frodo, the brother.
I don't know where you going with the.
Nah, I
Frodo
just
thing.
thought, you
And
know what I
your
mean? It'll
Jaykae
be.
will
I've
bust
heard it before.
You like
Nah, he's
that?
a good actor, bro. Academy Award winning. All that. I think he'll do a good job. I was trying to be more realistic when I'm hitting Netflix. You know what I mean? I've already thought about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the storyline's deep, man. It's mad.
No, your story's deep. It's one to be told. All of the man them have got deep stories, bro. Your story now. Look at fucking, like I said, like from the early videos, what's it called, Word on Road, them old school DVDs, Battle in the Park. Now the levels that you're reaching now, and you're still grounded. When we buck you, it's still the same. Man ain't gonna change. But it's a movie, innit? Realistically speaking, in its own way, it's a movie. Tell me about my tune, Too Fake. Yeah. Obviously, it ended up on Power. I knew about it from before then, innit? Because man said that's a little man singing like a baby girl, and that's my kind of talk. There you
And you were bigging it up on the phone. You were
Yeah, that's my joint, brother.
bigging this one up on the phone.
Listen, I still bump
Started
that.
spitting it.
I still bump that now, bro. I still bump that now. That's a timeless fucking tune, bro. See that tune there? Maybe I can't say underrated because it does what it does, but that's one of the national anthems them that don't get spoken about, bro. Maybe because a lot of people didn't hear it until Power, but maybe that's why they kind of overlook it. But that tune's a timeless joy. So tell me about that. Tell me about making it first. What was the? I heard it's called Toothache because you had a toothache at the time. Is that real?
Yeah. Basically, do you remember Gets done One Take?
Yeah, cool.
The Rookie thing.
Yeah, cool.
Toothache was gonna be on that. Imagine that, yeah. Imagine that, bro. I was gonna spit that on, and then
Killed
I've
that
done it,
before.
yeah, and I thought, fuck that. I ain't doing it on that, bro. I need a tune. Then I shouted Thomas. He sent me a few beats over, and then that one in particular obviously got my attention, and then just recorded it and fucking just prayed, man. I swear down, I wanted that tune. Like my son was on the way. You get me? I needed things to change for me basically in life, and it fucking, I swear down, like that.
You can hear it in the tune.
Yeah, the emotions in there. That tune done everything, man. And it's a freestyle. There's no chorus. You get me? It's gone silver. I don't know how many grime freestyles have done that. You get me? Like, I've got a silver. It's gonna go gold sooner or later as well. So
It will.
Yeah.
Man.
So it's just a grime freestyle. And when you just look at it, you get me? But it changed my life, man.
The paint. See the way it is with that tune. Let me just talk about it a little bit more in it. Cause I'm honest with it. I'll say my fan shit. Like, there's a story in it as well at the same time, and it's relatable. You understand what I'm saying to you? Like, lost count of the times. You get me? I won't go into all the lyrics, but lost count of the times. I get it, innit? Like, risk your freedoms for pricks. I get it. There was a lot going on in the one little freestyle, you know. So how did it end up on Power? 'Cause I know that spun bare. That must have spun.
I
bare
got
big.
the email. I've read the email. I'd heard of Power. I'd never watched it yet. Then I shouted like, "This is before me and Des were really like. Des was my manager. This was
Is Despa your manager?
Yeah, that's what finalised it from then. Yeah,
Same Despa, and from
not from London, not
Oh.
Desperado,
I was gonna say.
not OG's Despa.
No,
No,
I was gonna say,
no.
next
Despa from
bit. Okay,
Birmingham.
Despa from
Stay fresh, Despa.
Shout out Despa from Brom. Mm.
He's
Yeah, because when you said this, man, I thought,
Bro,
that finalised it basically. Yeah, and then he went like, what's it called? Is it Stars?
Stars.
yeah.
The TV network Stars. Yeah. That's how I knew it was like, it looked kind of certy. And then they sent back an NDA. That's the first NDA I've ever had to like sign. I've done that, and then they said the scene, and it said Ghost Apartment. And then like I'd never watched it, but I knew who Ghost was, you get me? It's like, I don't watch EastEnders, but I know who Phil Mitchell is, you get me? It's like,
Yeah.
I know it's a serious scene. If it's in Ghost Apartment, alright, it's alright, you get me?
Yeah.
So, gone back and forth, and then they made it offer, and then Despo, like, he watched Power. So he's like piecing together, he's trying to think, whoa, what happens here? And then it's a mad scene because Sandoval dies in it, yeah.
A mad brother.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah, the
mad
biggest
scene,
one,
yeah.
the series.
It's a
I was chatting
mad
to
scene.
Silky about it yesterday. Like, it's a mad scene. Like, it's a proper pivotal scene in the program. So, and it's not like it's just playing in the background. It plays and it plays and it comes
Yeah,
back
it
in,
rings off,
and
innit?
then it
Yeah.
finishes with it. You get me? Like, it played for time and fucking. It's just mad, bruv. Like, people think 50 Cent shouted, man, and got it done like that. It weren't that simple, bruv. But yeah,
Was it through 50? Had he heard it and wanted it?
no, it
requested
was
or
what's the woman's name now? Bless her soul, man. Follow her on Instagram.
Is she one of like the production people?
There's 3 people. There's one woman, her. Shit, but it was her basically.
Yeah.
And my man gets killed in the dentist. The tune's called Toothache. You get me? So they thought about it.
Yeah,
There's a bit of thought
that's
behind
sick.
the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's mad.
Did that take you to a next level?
it took my fucking bank to the next level for a bit.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Mm-hmm.
Come
It
on.
set me up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. When my son was born, basically. It's like 6-7 years old now. That tune is, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it still streams good. It still gets. My manager told me last week he got 500 Shazams that week. Like people are still Shazamming Too Fake. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like it's a bit of.
Yeah.
It's still. It just won't stop growing. That stream won't.
It's mad.
And it's
So you actually get
independent.
the numbers of how many times your song's Shazammed and stuff like that.
I'm like more like we look into our thing more because mine's independent.
Yeah,
You get me?
yeah.
So we actually look into like what's and then like, when I done the Commonwealth Games thing,
Yeah.
that fucking blew Too Fake up again.
Yeah.
You get me?
That was the
streams-
performance with all the man in white jackets, right?
Everyone was dancing and all that shit. Yeah, that was fucking sick. That blew the streams up for it again, and that's just organic, bro. It just all comes to me and my producer.
Yeah, big up. No, that's a
Yeah, that's sick.
mental one of the. Yeah, like I say, it's an anthem. I can't say it's underrated, but it's definitely an anthem. All right, let's talk to the champ for a sec. Champ.
Like,
Talk
like-
about. I'm listening.
Champ.
You know what
Hey,
it is?
Sonny looking at me like, "Oh, what's kind of?
Yeah,
know
no,
what it is?
but you're here.
It's
You're not
music.
just here.
It's music. I'm not as tapped into music as
No, no.
these two.
Oh, this
Yeah,
is bad.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Jaykae, you don't know
I'm
about
learning.
Jaykae.
I'm listening.
You know
You
about
know what I
Two-Face
mean?
though, right?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
No, come on. I'm not just like how you're talking about the streams and
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
like
like
yeah.
growing
Yeah.
independent. I'm just.
No,
You know what I mean? That's not my industry. Do you know what I mean? So naturally,
Yeah.
you listen more than you speak when there's
Yeah,
something
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about you don't know. Do you know what I mean?
See, one thing with Sonny, don't ever underestimate how smart he is, how fast
Yeah,
the
yeah.
learner he is. See, like how when he's in the ring, you can see he's downloading. That's how he's when you chat to him.
Processing.
Yeah. We chat. And like you can tell Sonny will go quiet on the phone, you know. He's listening, you know, because you chat to him, innit?
Yeah.
Taking on board, he wants to listen, and so I get what you're saying there.
Yeah.
But talk to me, champ. Now that you say you ain't got that fight happening, Martinez don't want that smoke.
Mm-hmm.
But you've got other stuff coming up, yeah, all being well. Eddie Hearn, I'm saying every time your name gets mentioned, he looks a little bit uncomfortable, champ. Is it just what you reckon? What you saying?
I
Am
don't
I just
know.
saying?
I don't know. I reckon you're quite good with non-verbals as well, Pound.
Yeah, I'm watching the.
You know what I mean, I think you're quite good. So I don't know. Maybe if you're saying
It's like he wants. It's like every interview they mention you. It's like he
It's
wants.
always.
Yeah, I kind of noticed.
But
still.
you can understand it. I think
You're not
none
gonna-
of their fighters look at me as an easy play
Yeah.
ever. It's been so hard to get anyone willing to fight like at every level. As soon as I turned pro, I was trying to get lads I was sparring with on GB 12 months before for Southern Area English titles that don't really mean anything. All these fighters turn around and saying, "Oh, this fight will be so much bigger in the future." But my thinking the whole time was, well, I know I'm going to get to world level. I don't think you lot are. So I missed out on all them fights all the way through at British level. I didn't have no one come forward for my British title. I was champion near 2 years. No mandatory got called, which means no one in my weight tried to fight for my title in 2 year period. No one asked to. No one put their hand up. No one got in line. Now there's 6 fighters. Go on the British board, look at it now. There's 6 fighters in that same weight.
Yeah.
It's just different. Do you know what I mean? As soon as I jumped out, everyone just whoosh,
Yeah.
everyone was waiting. Now at world level,
That's no gas either.
yeah, and at world level, just this year, like, and I don't sort of speak things that can make me look stupid, like in public, especially. But this year, I've had the WBA champion who I'd sparred before, and who was a good champion, but he wasn't interested in making a massive fight on potentially what was talked about at the time, the Usyk Joshua rematch. That was what I got half offered, proposed, but there was no response from the other side. Then there was my mandatory Ricardo. He was meant to be my mandatory Ricardo Sandoval, good unbeaten kid. I think, or maybe lost once or whatever. He was getting ready to fight me for my world title. Chose the day before it got called, instead of fighting me next straight for a direct world title, he'll choose to try and fight a final eliminator for the WBA to then fight the Ukrainian who didn't want to fight me on the Usyk Joshua. And then now, after 6 weeks of agreeing money, date, venue, ring size, everything in between, WBC passing it, IBF passing it, them paying my opponent's mandatory step aside money, like everything, legal, visas, application, booking to go down there, everything. They've just turned around after being in training with Eddie Reynoso, I believe, for a week, and then they've turned around and said they don't want to fight now. And I know I've got my mandatory next, which is a hard fight. Felix Alvarado. He's fought on DAZN a few times. He's got 38 wins, something like 35 knockouts,
Mexican.
2 losses, Nicaraguan. He is.
Yeah, you might be
So-
getting them South Americans.
Yeah. But he's a very good fighter. He was.
I think the WBC is gonna be vacant soon.
Yeah,
I don't think
maybe.
he can make the weight no more.
Yeah,
Or
is that
the
what it is?
Martinez.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I just don't know. I don't know. He gets a lot of leniency. Like through all this negotiation, he bypassed his mandatory that he's already fucked about with 3 times Arroyo.
Yeah,
They had a cut. Then he pulled out twice with weight issues. Whatever.
He's Mexican, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And what's the guy at the head of the WBC?
he's Mexican.
All right.
Yeah,
Mauricio.
so you see-
Yeah, he's Mexican as well. So there might be some little in-house
Yeah, of
politics
course
there
it
as
is.
well.
You know it is, yeah.
Well, it's
The
about I think
WBC
boxing.
is always politics, though. You find
Boxing's
though.
politics.
Boxing is politics.
Yeah.
You know what boxing? All boxing is what conversations you can have. I was having this conversation today.
Yeah.
All boxing is from top to bottom is what friendly conversations you can
Yeah,
have, and
yeah.
you know what I mean. What old favors and what where you don't take the piss. That's all it is. It's probably like a lot of other different lifestyles in that sense. If you're hard work to deal with, your phone rings ain't gonna answer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you're someone that can speak to everyone and see sense and not be sort of cheap and looking to cut sort of snide deals, then people will work with you.
Yeah.
And whether you're a fighter, promoter, manager, anything in between.
All right. Speaking of world champions, what did it mean to Birmingham when Leon Edwards kicked off my man's head?
Mad thing, bro.
Yeah.
Absolute mad thing. 'Cause I'm not on the bandwagon with Leon. I've been pushing Leon's thing for years, bro. I've been screaming his name as well, bro.
It was like your birthday, innit?
It's at my
was at
30th,
his
yeah.
birthday,
Come. Imagine he come to my 30th and fucking... What's that geezer's name? He come with Macola. He had a t-shirt and Nate Diaz on.
Straight D.
Straight D. Yeah, he took a picture
Yeah,
next to
straight
Leon. Yeah, he's got a picture of fucking. They got a picture of Nate Diaz on the t-shirt. Well, man, clocked afterwards. You get me when we look back at the photos. But that's Leon's fucking. He's a Birmingham boy. Like I go out, I see Leon. I remember I seen Leon. I think it was June. Yeah, not long. Like when the rumors were happening that he was gonna fight Kamaru. Yeah, and I seen him out, and I says, bruv, you know you're fighting the hardest man in the world, innit? Like, yo, don't let me see you out again, kind of. I told him, like, yo, I don't want to see you out. Go and win the title. And like, even before, while he was the build up, I've been messaging him like, yo, you're gonna be fucking world champ or whatever. You get me? And man, genuinely had faith that he could go and fucking pull off a mad thing like he went and done, bro. And just so is like, obviously his nickname's Rocky. It's a Rocky story, man. It's
Real Rocky
like
story.
it's all written, bro. It's it was a beautiful thing to watch, man. His life changed as soon as his shin caught my man's head. His life changed instantly, bro.
Headshot.
Yeah.
Dead.
Headshot. Yeah, man.
That was cold, you know.
Yeah.
That was cold to come out with
And
that.
that's
It was
not
like a
anyone.
Mortal
That's
Kombat
Kamaru
moment.
Usman, bro.
Set him
You
up,
get me?
fam.
That's Kamaru, bro.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what makes it even bigger. It's who he did it.
Yeah.
You understand?
Minute
Who he
left
did
to
it
go,
to,
innit?
how it was.
Well, that man was dominating. All them, man.
When he fought Nate Diaz, Leon Edwards battered Nate Diaz, yeah.
But
all you remember is the last
the last
minute.
minute, yeah.
You get me? And it's look at that now. Like he won the first round against Kamaru, but after that, it was like he was feeling sorry for himself. Like he was fucking finding it hard in there. Like he wasn't going his way. Last minute of the round, bro, boof, took my man's head off, bro. And that moment there is made history.
By far, everything was right. What he said afterwards, everything. He cut promo afterwards, one of the biggest promos you could cut in the world.
What's
And it's like
sick-
he's been quiet for so long.
What's sick is he ain't gone to America to train. He trains in fucking Renegade. Like, he does
Showing
all-
that it could be done.
You get me? Like all his training, like Dave Laval, big up my man. That's the one who's shouting in his fucking
yeah.
Don't let him bully your son. Like he's a fucking. That's the guy that I look after. Spider, the kid that I manage. That's who named him Spider. You get me, bro? Like he's a big boxing coach in Birmingham, and Leon's boxing has gone fucking sick. I think like
He has.
his hands are
His
very
hands are
good.
very fast,
His
very
feet
sharp.
are very good as well, bro. And that's credit to my man, that Dave Laval, bro. So.
You can tell the corner work as well,
Everything's
innit?
homegrown. It's all Birmingham cornered. Everything's Birmingham. Where he trains, everything. And now, like today, drove through and there's billboards in Brom now. UFC billboards. Leon Edwards,
He deserves it.
world champion. You get me?
That was a high level knockout, you know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And he-
One of the
listen,
biggest names
Biggest,
right now.
And
biggest
I
name.
think, I'll say it on here now. I think he'll do it again to Usman.
I think he'll do it again.
Especially if Usman takes the fight again straight away.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna have a long night again.
He will be.
Yeah, I think if he goes back and has a few like warm up fights, because when your lights get switched out like that, man, you can't just.
You can't just come back the same.
Yeah.
You need time to
man.
recover after
Yeah,
that.
man.
And Leon's confidence will be
Even
up higher now as well because he's
yeah,
done it.
yeah,
If you beat someone once, you can do it again, and he
And
knows
he's
it. I
got
can
the
beat.
hunger for it. I don't think he's just gonna get the fucking title now and piss it up the wall. I honestly think he's gonna fucking
Hold on
It's
to
gonna
it.
make him an even more machine because nobody expected him to win it. You get me? Now people ain't gonna expect for him to hold on to it because they're gonna think, Kamaru's gonna come back for his title or whatever. I think that's gonna even motivate him even more and Birmingham's got a fucking world champion now, man.
Birmingham's got a world
170 pounds and under. He's the hardest man in the world, bro, and he's from Brum.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
He's
That
not
is
lying
fucking
because he'll beat.
gangster.
No offense, son. He'll
That
beat
is
up a
gangster,
boxer.
bro.
So
He'll rap man's.
yeah,
bro.
he'll be.
He's mad,
No,
bro.
yeah. So
Bro.
he's 170.
170 pounds and under. He's the hardest man in the world, bro, and he's from Brum.
he
You
is.
get me, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Not lying still. When you break it down like
Yeah,
that,
bro,
he's
it's
not
real.
lying still.
It's real.
Not
Man,
lying.
they just feet, hand,
Everything,
ground,
bro.
everything. Bro, it's
If
long.
the ref don't take them,
it's a long
listen.
neck.
If the ref don't take them man off them MMA man off you, like they'll kill
Bro,
you.
they will
bro.
mash you up.
No, they'll choke
Yeah,
you.
bro, because
they'll
sometimes
kill
I
you,
see
bro.
that man be tapping, they don't even feel it. They man just popping off your neck and that, and then all of a sudden the ref have to pull them off, man.
The only problem is the efficiency of boxing. I'm gonna have that argument.
God,
You know,
God, yeah,
I'm not
God.
gonna sit here. I let everyone have their little.
Brother,
Let everyone have their
Talk
little.
your thing, talk your thing.
Nah, because obviously, if a fight starts two people looking at each other, all I'm saying is,
What's
whilst
170
you
pounds
try and
in
take
boxing? Middleweight.
170 pounds.
Yeah.
I do
Super
kilos. Me, I'll do me.
168,
Well, 200 pounds is like
So,
cruiserweight, innit? So
I'm
yeah.
telling you, like, what would you say? Canelo versus Leon Edwards on the roads. Who wins?
Nah, Canelo raps.
Boxing,
On the
Imagine
roads,
Canelo
man,
raps
on
it.
the roads.
Shall we say I'm boxing?
Nah,
No,
he's a
not
monster.
on the roads.
You know why?
Canelo
Because
versus Leon Edwards
because
on,
his
bro.
hands-
I'll put everything on Leon Edwards, bro. I promise ya. I'll put everything on him, bro.
Got careful that Canelo don't land a quick one too.
No,
But as long as he
Canelo's
don't,
cold.
as long as he don't, he
You know,
can
it's
rap.
the but there's always that, but because in any fight that starts fairly, there's
Yeah,
always that chance that
punches,
before
yeah, before it
anything
goes
that
on.
you can do, because no UFC fighter, not one of them,
got hands
has
like-
hands remotely close to any
100%
good
I
/
agree.
average
100%
fighter.
I agree. 100%
Because they
I
can't
agree.
throw punches
Leon's
and
an
fight the way they are
Leon
fighting.
can box at an average boxer's
An
level.
average. But what I'm saying
Yeah?
is, when
Leon
a fight
can box
starts,
at that level. I'm not saying he's a world class boxer, but he can definitely hang in there. Yeah.
But you reckon he can hang with Canelo or not?
For 5 seconds until you shoot
do
and
you
get him
think?
down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But what do you
yeah,
think?
yeah,
Okay, but what do you think is gonna
Logan
happen?
Paul can stand in the ring with Mayweather for how long?
Nah,
bro?
man, don't do that. Come on,
on,
that's
man.
an entertainment show. Come
Nah,
on.
man, you should
Nah.
fuck him up, bro.
But what we're gonna-
Mayweather had to hold him up.
No,
at
but
one point.
Canelo's.
Yeah, bro.
okay.
Logan landed. I seen Logan
Okay,
land
okay,
on
but let's say
Mayweather.
best
What
case.
was going on?
Best case scenario, yeah. So let's go back to Canelo Leon, yeah. Let's say he grabs him straight away. Do you think Canelo's gonna be like, "Oh, you got me"?
Nah.
No, but he can't get if he can't.
Yo,
get
you're
out.
getting
gets
licked
back.
from Canelo from here, this close. Like,
but
however
he's-
you're
I thought
grabbing
you
him.
said he's grabbed him,
Unless
though.
he's got him in some
And
absolute.
if Canelo don't catch you,
Yeah, but imagine
straight-
imagine
if
Canelo's
it's not-
looking at him like this, yeah.
If it's not,
Nah, if Canelo hits you the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
if
no.
you,
Loud.
you've
I
got
heard
it.
you
long, it's long, it's long, it's long.
Imagine you shoot for Canelo.
You know, it's
All
like-
I'm
While
saying
you're
is-
down shooting,
Oh, let me
man
just
gets
say
a couple
something.
body blows.
How
It's
many
not
Canelo
debate,
fights have you ever watched where the first bell goes and he knocks the geezer out straight away? He
If it was a
doesn't.
UFC fight, it
He
would though,
doesn't.
every single
Yeah,
time.
he doesn't, bro. Yeah, that's not his thing. You've got to throw that 1 in a million punch at a man and hope it lands on his chin and you can knock him out. Because by all means, Canelo could probably
You
knock
said
anyone
street
out in the
fight?
world. Yeah, this is
gonna
what I'm
be
saying.
real. I'm gonna be real.
So I'm
You hit
saying
someone clean,
Canelo's
you
got to
stop
catch
everyone.
someone clean. Like in a 1 in a million shot to end that fight. I'm saying 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, Leon does him,
It's
bro.
not on a 1
I'm
minute.
saying
Not miles off, Jay. I'll be
Boxers
real.
I
fight
promise
very
you, man.
heavy on the
I
front.
hear you,
leg.
yo,
And
boxer.
boxers,
And the-
I'll be real, but I
and
don't
the
even want to be
first two-
offensive.
the
Boxers are
first
better
two-
athletes, bro. But like, if you ask any elite coach, any elite nutritionist, any elite strength and conditioner, and ask them what the level of fitness and endurance that a 25-minute MMA fight will have to get to compared to that of a 36-minute
all I'm
stand
saying is-
up, always
let
be
me
ready
just
to
say something, let me
defend,
just say something.
always be
Bro,
ready to throw it back.
90% of street
Because
fights.
you got to wrestle.
90% of street fights
Yeah,
end
but
up
at
on the
what time
ground.
do you do
Yeah, 90% of street fights end up on the
Not,
ground.
like, not in a boxing
Doesn't matter.
involved though.
Huh?
When a boxer's involved, the other person ends up
Right.
on the ground. You know
Whoever's
them
on the
ones,
ground,
You
you
know
put
them
someone
ones.
who knows jujitsu. You put someone who knows jujitsu on their back. They'll prefer to start a fight lying down on their back.
Yeah,
You do
yeah,
know
yeah.
that, innit? They invite trouble. You come into their space, they want to lie on their back and invite you in, bruv. That's where you're gonna lose.
And
That's where they're most
also,
comfortable.
What I was gonna say, boxers stand heavy on the front leg. That leg just looks like a piece of meat to man. I'm just kicking that
Depends
up.
on the-
And by the time you hold two of them,
boxer, though.
two of
It
them
depends
leg
on
kicks.
everything-
No, boxers
everything.
don't like
Gotta
leg
spread the
kicks.
weight,
but no
gotta
matter
spread the
what,
weight now. Because I've been boxing, I got your back, you know. Because you remember I've been training, I got your back.
I love
Like,
boxing,
man,
bro. I
gotta
love
spread the
boxing
I
weight.
love
more than
boxing,
MMA.
Man, gotta
but
spread
I'm
the weight.
I'm
No, but
really
pound dash
Yeah,
kicks
all
and
your
that
weight
about.
from
I
the
know.
front door, Pete.
when you're throwing. Why is it? When you box, you're weight on the front foot. When you're throwing your jab, where's your weight?
Depends, innit? That
No,
depends.
it's
Depends where your
it's
balance
evenly
is.
distributed.
Your weight's definitely on the front.
No
foot.
way,
24
fam.
stone.
My weight's
you ain't
evenly.
moving-
My weight's
You ain't
evenly.
dancing around the ring,
Nah,
brother.
I'm even. It's evenly
Man
spread
thinks-
out still.
man
I've got a
thinks
good
it's
base.
Andre Lara
I've
over
got a
here,
good
brother.
base, you know, like that. My jab's kind of heavy still. I've got
Nah,
a
but
good
in all
base.
seriousness, it depends on case by case, innit? It's like the what, like
Okay.
Shark versus
It is case by
Shark
case.
versus Lion and that. It depends where it is.
James Toney
Depends
got,
what it is.
James Toney got turned over.
Someone could just be much badder than someone and if it's still going street, they could just have much more of a That don't matter
If you
you're
put an
boxing.
MMA fighter, any MMA fighter in with a decent level boxer, the decent level boxer will punch up 99% of MMA fighters. I'm saying if you put them on the road.
got big.
Yeah, but you don't understand.
Boxing got boring at one point.
What
Like,
boxing do you
obviously
know,
got
okay?
back.
MMA is big, yeah, because it's so vicious. The best fight the best all year round.
That's what it is.
You forget about these. Like in boxing, you'll probably stand out 2 huge cards that happen that year, every year that you'll remember forever. You get me?
Yeah.
MMA, bro. Every 2 months, bro. The Mazza's happening, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And the
saying,
card
bro?
stack.
It's the business model, though.
Yeah,
The
it's
business
vicious,
model,
bro.
man.
Because
It's
I
stacked
think
in the
they-
favour of the promoter.
It's not. Yeah, I feel like it is the promoter. Like
That's
it is
what-
down to Dana White. Dana White runs it. He calls the fights. They
Vicious
call
and
the
they're
fights.
not getting paid
And I
as
think that's
much
where
as they
boxing,
should
like
be
you
and
say,
whatever.
boxing does lack in the sense that.
Boxers
Like you're
know
saying,
their
even like you
worth.
said earlier, it's hard to just even get the fights that you want to get because people
think boxers
can
know their
have
worth
the
a lot
option
more
to
than
duck
MMA
man or
fighters.
pull out of a fight for whatever reasons. Do you get what I'm
They're
saying?
more owned. UFC is more owned. But all right, let's move it aside because we're clashing it. Right, clashing. You sent for Wiley and
Man, straight into the crowd, you know. Actually, but yeah,
you sent for Wiley. Is it Wiley and Doc Rotten?
Yeah.
Who replied and who didn't?
Wiley
know
did
Doc.
a bit. Doc did.
Yeah, I knew.
Wiley did a bit. Not really though.
No.
And then what happened last time? Who was it? Trying to think. No, then it all went dead. Then Wiley done a tune and said something else about me. And then I done the last one that I done, which was like I think it was New Year's Day this year. That was the last one I done.
Are you always gonna keep the edge? Because I like it, car. You could be like, you know what I'm doing now, so I'm not gonna entertain this and that. But you always, because that's how you came in the door.
If it's the right person, if I feel it's
If
beneficial,
it's the right person, you're
100%.
on it, on smoke.
100%.
Yeah. Who's of the clashes you've had? Who would you say is like, yeah, that was the hardest opponent, or that was the realest war?
Discarder was the probably
This guy was a funny guy.
that was like really back
that was
like
back and
until
forth.
I pulled the t-shirt thing out on him. I think that's when I won the clash. But until then, it was very like it's like back and forth. You get me? The Kazi thing, I felt like I let myself down. He should have never fucking.
Was you waved that day?
Huh?
Was you waved?
Do you know what the maddest thing is? It was Ramadan, bro. Yeah. So I'm not
Okay.
gonna say no more. No, I wasn't waved.
okay,
Everyone thinks
yeah,
I was geared
got
out
you,
my head.
got you.
Everyone thinks I was pissed out my head. No, I wasn't.
That's a
For
geared
the
out.
record, yeah, I wasn't, bro. I'll be honest with
I
you.
believe, brother. I
I'll be
know. I
honest
know.
with you, I
Carry on.
wasn't, bro. It was Ramadan. Man went on shit, bro. Just I don't know. It was man's off day. I didn't prepare properly, and it was just that. You get me?
Do you think did you go into it thinking he's going to be light work?
Easier than I did, yeah. And it's like even what I said in the clash. I've only gone back and watched it recently, you know. And it's even what I'm saying to him. There's parts in it where I'm thinking I'm fucking him up. You get me? As long as if I didn't forget certain bits, I would have been all right. You get me? Because what I'm saying
Yeah,
is
you're
better than what
forgetting a
he's
few
saying.
things.
Yeah.
I just think I'm a much better MC than my man. You get me? I think I'm one of the best MCs in the country, bro.
100,
Hands down, bro.
100.
So like, it's even like it's not a fucking, what's the word? Like just I just don't think these men are on my level, bro. Yeah, so I let myself down on that one. The Scarder thing was it's like a clash of styles. Like he's this fucking hyper old school version of me almost. That's why Jammer put me against this Scarder because he's seen us both as these just loud fucking guys. You get me, bro? Then it worked for fucking the camera. That was an enjoyable one.
Yeah, you won that one. Do you think because he got you on that one, the other one?
In the dungeon, yes. On the stage,
On the
no.
stage, no. On the stage, baby.
Stage, I murdered him.
Yeah.
And then someone threw a drink at me, and then it all went mad.
I saw that. What did man say? Someone said something like intruder alert. What did they say when the bottle? I can't remember. I have to watch it again. Someone said something so random when the bottle got thrown. Something like invaders or some shit. I don't know what it was. I was just laughing. But okay, yeah. So you're always going to be on that. If it's that and it's a worthy opponent, you're not losing that edge. I respect it still. I respect it because you've got big hits now. Tell me about the Essex Girls tune because that's a big tune.
That was do you know what Rude Kid made? It was, what was it called back in the day? It was called
It's an old school tune. I can't remember.
something else, girls. Nah, it was called. What's another place in Essex beginning with a R? Romford Ladies. That's what the tune was called. Yeah. Yeah, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, yeah, and we all done a version. Then I told him a couple years ago, yo, remake that beat for me. And it's obviously now, like, fucking, it's a day and age, we can go and shout Janice and get the clearance on the fucking Dreamer vocal and that, so it all came about from there. And then Silk is just my guy, bro. It makes sense to put him on there.
Yeah. That's a that's a tune. That's a tune. You know that tune?
Nah.
I know you like them Essex Girls and all of that.
Who, me? Nah.
You're violent, you know? Don't know the tune, no?
Doug just froze there. I just threw. Doug's like, nah.
Essie.
Where's
Don't
that?
even say
Doug's like,
that.
where's that?
Don't even
That's
know
too
that.
far, man. That's deep south.
River, bro.
Speak deep south. How did you? I've always wondered if that clash. I don't know which one of them you was clashing, and you said something about they're gonna have to work in Lucian McDee's. I'm like, how does this brother from Small Heath be saying?
Novelist that was. Novelist had a bar about Lewis and McDee's back in the day.
Yeah. Shout out, no.
It was like their kind of hub, you get me? That was all
no.
their man's little hub.
I was like,
All the buses used to run past it. Everything used to run past.
yeah,
Lucian
we know
McDee's.
that.
Yeah.
But when Jaykae said it spun me. I was like, he said you're gonna end up working in Lucian McDee's.
Yeah.
I'm like, ain't Jaykae from Small Heath in Brum?
That's Nov. That was Nov.
Yeah. Shout out, no.
His gang. I can't remember what they were called. The Square. That's what they were called back then. What? Yeah.
And you was always student
Tuned
engaged
in.
same time, tuned into.
I've known everyone for years, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm fucking out, bro. Like I've got proper relationships with these people, bro. I know
Yeah, because
everybody.
you're part of that whole culture.
Yeah, bro. I've been around everyone, bro.
So was you coming down solo, coming down with the boy, coming down with these? Look, how's you doing?
Most of the time on my ones, bro.
I rate it.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
I rate it. Just coming down and making a name for
Do what you
yourself.
got to do and cut it.
Get shit done, yeah. I've never been a fan of staying in London, to be fair. Like, even coming fucking to South today was a myth, bro. Like,
Come on, bro.
Long-
Where's South do you man go?
fucking hell.
Earlsfield, it was we went to my first, the first boxing club at the South
Southwest,
Floor.
yeah.
Earlsfield,
Like,
yeah,
it was
Garrett
meant to be a
Lane.
2.5 hour journey. It took about 4 hours, bro.
Yeah, it's added traffic, crash.
So
meet
I'm
and
a
bread
fan of the surroundings and the networking, and you get me, bro. Like, come to London and get shit done like this, for instance. You get me, bro. Being able to come and do
But
shit
you're
like
Brum. You're Brum
I'm
to the
going
core.
home.
But the funny thing is, enough of my Brum. I got enough bridges from up there, and they love Brum, bro. But Brum's a vibe, though, bro.
Yeah,
Brum's a vibe. It's a different kind
Yeah,
of
it's
energy
lit,
up
man.
there.
I get a
Still.
lot of love in Brum, man.
Yeah. Shout out all
this.
the
Yeah,
people
you,
that
man.
up in
The
Brum.
Dons, bro. SC Dons get
SC
a lot
Dons
of
ring off in
that's
Brum.
right.
I went to the match, bruv, yeah. I heard you man were playing. Someone says, these men are playing. I was like, yeah, let's go. Went there, bruv. The whole country lane was parked up on, bruv. Cars everywhere, bruv. I thought, is this for these, man? Gone in the thing, bruv. There's like a couple thousand people at the thing, bruv, watching the game. And it's just fucking normal fucking Sunday league
Sunday
football,
league,
bruv.
yeah.
Yeah, bro.
That day was lit though.
Sick,
That
bro.
game was that. I can't lie because we lost that game.
Why you
didn't we?
come and everyone's calling me a snake because I was there for you, man? I
can't lie. We lost that game.
I'm playing a Brum team, and man, I'm like, what? You come for them, man? I'm like, yeah, bro, I've come for
Hey,
them.
man scored a worldie that day though.
You know what's funny? I'm getting interviewed, bro. As you just as you get scored that goal, bro. I'll never forget that.
What? Go on, dog. Tell us about the worldie, mate.
Bro, I scored a free kick.
Go on, because he wants us to. Go on.
I scored a free kick.
Big goal.
I saw that
give
free
it-
kick.
big
I saw
goal,
that
yeah.
free
Big
kick. I
goal.
saw that free
Big
kick.
goal.
That was a big free
Yeah,
kick.
yeah.
It was a big
It was
free
3-1
kick.
He's
down
gonna-
at the time, I think. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
3-1 down at the time. I scored the free
He's
kick.
gonna pull it over the screen now, just so everyone can see.
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Just
Sure.
go for that.
No, it wasn't.
Slow-mo replay.
Yeah. Sick, man. Yeah, it's a sick day, man. Yeah, the whole scene's massive. Love for coming down as well.
Yeah,
And that's
come
like just
on.
shows out the type of person you was, because even when I ran to the sideline after I scored the goal, bad boy free kick it, as I must say. You get me? And I run to the sideline. I see
Let it be known. Let it be known.
Yeah, let me know. If you ain't seen it, guy, watch it. I'll
Yeah,
post
what
it
they
again
got
soon.
time?
It'll be in his bio.
Yeah, be in the bio. That'll be my story
to.
tonight. I'll post it in the story tonight. But yeah, nah, bruv, just that the way that you was there, like obviously you see how Big G and everyone is and the energy and that.
G's
bro,
my
you just-
fucking guy,
Yeah,
bro.
G,
That's
you
my
just a part
guy,
of
bro.
the
He's
whole
my
Shout
guy.
out
Yeah, I see it. You was just a part of the whole energy. It just shows the type of guy you are.
And look where my man's took it, bro. Soccer AM and fucking
being big.
international call-ups are talking about and that, bro. Just even, it's
Bro.
fucking, it just goes to show what people can do, bro.
Telling you.
Yeah,
You get me, bro?
telling
Like,
you,
from
bro.
from nothing.
From brother, but
Think- yeah.
everyone. That's why I always say, like when we're in there and we have certain people in there, it's a testament to it's a real testament of that anything can happen,
Yeah.
bro. You understand? Because look at all the people we have in there week in, week out, whether Big Nasty was sitting there last week and this one, and the stories ain't that dissimilar. Like it's all similar. Like man's come from nothing, tried to take the opportunities and come up. You're another example. You're another example. You understand? So
Yeah, Daniel Kaluuya, even he said,
Yeah,
even the
same
acting,
thing.
he's not like he even went to like mad acting school and all of that. Look, where he's doing Hollywood films. My man was going to like something that was just on the ends. Do you get what I mean? And
but you know what I find about the man? Maybe it's just the man that we choose to invite or come in there. Like man, them are just humble with it, bro. Like
Yeah.
easy. You get me? Man, them are just easy.
yeah,
Keep
yeah,
it local. Still want to go out the road and watch football. Still fucking.
Like, man's not had no guests that's
No
come on
diva
that's been,
shit.
Like, no divas. Like,
No
spin,
diva
like,
shit.
Matt
Still gonna
Booth.
run outside if two of the boys are in a punch up. Man, them still running outside early. You get me? Man, is running outside.
Yeah.
Running outside early. Rex ain't coming. Rex is just staying inside.
Protecting the camera.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
gonna make sure the equipment. I'm gonna make sure the equipment.
Someone
Do
gotta
the
look after
secret
the
knock.
equipment.
Do the secret knock.
But the rest of us are out there, man. Yeah. So no, it's real. It's real. I'm definitely on that. What about Sonny? Cool man, Son and all of that.
Isn't it?
For sure.
Junior.
What's
Sun me there, you see that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I know, I
tried
swear,
sun,
I
man. I
wasn't
tried
gonna
sun,
say
man. Allow me. You're gonna spin me
Yeah,
now.
we're gonna say that, but I was just like, shit.
Dog moving over.
You know what it
this
is?
side of the room
I'm moving like how we move on the phone. Yeah, that's what it
Keeps
is.
on saying that as well, like it excuses
forget
it as
to
well.
use
So
that.
he keeps
Yeah,
on-
this is like
Is that
that.
like-
We're gonna-
I like Rex.
fucking
He's like,
up.
yeah, you know what? I move like this on the phone when I'm chatting to you.
Nah, he banters me on the phone. Brother, this brother banters me on the phone all the time, brother. He's like, what did he say to me yesterday? I was like, this guy. I remember he goes, wait, is that what you do to your wifey, yeah, pals? I was like, this fucking guy. I
I was asking for some game, bro.
Yeah, we
game.
were talking some game, innit?
I was asking for some game. What?
And
Is that
some
my
of these
phone
conversations
into
I
the?
don't know,
It's
innit?
my phone into the podcast. I got a direct line.
Yeah, you got the direct line, man.
I don't need to wait to the episode. But I
Nah,
just,
Just hits man straight up.
I'll just chat.
Yeah, get that information.
What about the training? So you opened the gym now. What is it? Boxing? Yeah, boxing
Back in
gym. You
the
said,
gym, yeah.
You training as well at the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Yeah?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. Yeah, that's what we all say. You know them little bits.
Yeah, these times,
Little
Jaykae,
bit.
you
Man,
little
shower in the pants. That's what I say as well. You know, now certain times.
A little bit.
Yeah, you know, I do a little something. but
Just in
like,
case-
man's in there.
Man's gone through about 4
What you say?
Just in case the call out comes, innit? It's only a little bit, innit?
Yeah, just
No one's out here
always
saying.
a little bit.
Yeah.
No one's out here saying, yeah, I'm doing 6 days a week.
Yeah.
Just in case the call out comes.
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
But we stay ready though.
Stay ready so you don't have to
I
get
wish,
ready.
I wish I started earlier. Yeah, because I think
That was
like,
my superpower, bro. I'll be wrong. Anyone doing anything, it's a superpower. But start early, innit?
I wish I started earlier. But yeah, man's in the gym. We do train, we do spar, mess around. Man, I'm around some fucking tough geezers, bro.
But that's the environment to be in.
It's like man's evolved again. Like where you think you're a man, you get me? I'm 30 years old. I've got kids. I'm this. I'm the man. I'm a man. You get me?
Yeah.
This took it. Oh, like now, man's becoming a man again. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
evolving to a next stage of
yeah.
being a man. You get me? So, and boxing's not fucking easy, bro. At all, bro. It's not, man. I've seen people break in the gym, man. I've seen fucking. Got some decent pros in the gym and that, but when I see how hard they have to train for fucking. To make ends meet, really, early on in their career. You get me? We're not all Sonny Edwards, IBF world champ out here.
Chill out.
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, just switching up.
And for the little boys, bro, the little guys don't get paid much, you know, but this one does, bro. This one's cleaning up, you get me, bro?
Right, you know, if the tax man
Yeah,
wants,
yeah,
I ain't
yeah.
doing that well. I ain't doing that well.
For the
trust
little
me.
guys, bro. But yeah,
Saw my accounts last week, man.
It's the skill set though.
Yeah.
Sonny's got that mad.
he's got the mouth, no, it's fuck all to do with his hands.
No, I'm
Nothing
saying
to do with his hands.
yeah, because
It's
he's got
Twitter,
that.
bro.
He can talk. He can
Twitter
talk.
and things like that, bro.
But he's got the way he boxes.
Now, yeah, to be at the level that Sonny's at, that man can actually, he could fight the whole fight with his
It's
hands down.
scary.
Yeah,
It's
mad,
so
you know?
scary, bro.
Like,
What he
it
can
is
do,
mad,
bro.
bro.
I bet if I
But
brought my-
you know how good you gotta be that you can actually just time everything and move and slip and do
It's a
whatever.
natural thing though. It's something you've
Natural,
either got or
bro,
you've not
like,
got.
You know what? I
Crazy,
think
bro.
some fighters, but I think still very few fighters tap into that. I think most fighters still approach boxing from they get in there hoping to not get hurt too much and hoping to hurt them. I think a lot of boxers, probably like more than half, I'd say, that they don't have really much of like a depth to what they're actually. I think that's why certain fighters, it's so obvious who's gonna win just because they approach boxing like actual punch power, actual speed, actual toughness might not be much different sometimes. You know, like if you started testing them for just random physical attributes, but there's just something in here where you can just tell, no, that boxer, that fighter is just going to be worlds apart when physically he might even be. Like, I probably fought loads of people where physically they were probably more
Better than you.
yeah, just in however way you
Stronger,
describe it.
yeah.
Yeah. Maybe more older, mature at times. Maybe just bigger naturally or whatever. But
Even more
it's a lot more than that.
experience.
Like it's a lot more, especially when, as a fighter, you don't have to win by a knockout. You can box and use points and use your brain, and even it's like mental. I like tapping into try and tap into their subconscious. I'm trying to. In some rounds, I'm pretending I'm getting tired. The next rounds, I'm making them throw out my arms and not trying to do anything. Like I'm playing games with them just to test them, like test what their positives are, what their negatives are, their weak spots. Like I look at boxing from that lens. I'll go in sparring sometimes with just I'm gonna try this over and over and over and over again. Like, and because I don't really think about boxing as okay, I'm going into a fight today. It's more
Sparring, you can have
calm.
calm to do it though, but in a fight, that's where it's scary, bro.
yeah, of
'Cause you're
course,
playing
it's
with
winning.
points of a second. You
It's
get me?
winning as well.
Yeah.
Points of a second. Where if you fuck up for 0.1, 0.2 of a second,
Yeah.
you could.
But it's
fuck
when,
it all up.
but it's
You
when
know
them
what I'm
rounds,
saying?
like you say, when you're sparring, I
It's
think
confidence,
I
man.
didn't understand it.
Confidence.
Like I was missing, not missing, but I like leading up for the first couple of weeks, I wasn't sparring as much as I should. Do you get what I'm saying? But I now understand that the sparring is where you kind of
Everything.
You
It's
learn.
everything.
I haven't fought since March. I haven't got a fight day. Obviously, I thought I've had, but there's not been a week since the week after I came back from Dubai that I've not sparred at least once. I've been on a holiday, come back, finished a week sparring. I found out that this kid I've been training for and dieting for and working with a nutritionist and flying away to do little camps so I didn't have to leave my trainer and him, all of that for 6 weeks. I've not sparred the whole way through, and then obviously it's just been pulled rug under me. I've put my expenses out there, but for me, I'm not sitting in a devastated position. I left the gym halfway through my strength and conditioning session, got home, my trainer rang me, said, what was up? Told him the deal. He went, are you sparring tomorrow? I went, yeah. He went, how many rounds? I said 12.
That's right.
I went in the next day after finding out I'm not fighting anytime realistically soon, and did 12 rounds against the 2 lads that are fighting this month. And I'm not talking down on them, but both of them are getting out more tired than I'm getting out after 12, and they're just doing 6 and 6. Like, I'm that on it. I'm always on it. I don't stop. I don't take time away from the boxing ring. Like, I could be doing everything wrong outside. I could be partying till 4 or 5 in the morning, coming back, staying up all night, doing whatever, and I'll still come in Monday morning no matter what, come hell or high water, jump in the ring, do what I need to do. I turn up no matter what, I show up.
Yeah. I want everyone to take it in as well for the viewers. I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. Sonny's a superstar, bro.
Come on, man.
He's a superstar. He speaks better than the rest of them. He boxes better than the rest of them. The style's unique. And that's why he gets paid the big bucks as well. Because I watched you in your tweed jacket doing the BT Sport punditry and all of that. So
he's got, after he stops fighting, it's not just like boxing's done, because then he can do punditry.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah,
he can be a manager. He can be a coach.
Bad
man coach.
And he will do.
Yeah,
He will do. Sky's the limit.
Yeah, no, man's fully tapped in. I see it.
Bro.
Like,
But I've never, I probably said this before, even last time I was here, I've never done anything else. I mean, from 9 I started boxing, all the way through I went uni, I was still doing the boxing, got on Team GB, was still doing the boxing, then I turned pro, left this country, went to Spain for 7 months, and ever since then I've just been freestyling, trying to make ends meet. I haven't had no one, like my mum and dad was not in a position, either of them, to give me any sort of infrastructure past me being 18 anyway, but I've been just gliding since then. Uni helped me for a bit, and boxing.
It's the reps.
And now all I want to do is managing, coaching, promoting, everything. I feel like I've never worked a day. Like, I live every single day just doing what I want to do. All I've got to do is make sure I get up and go gym.
Yeah, but you're hella smart as
rest
well.
of
That's
the
what
day.
it is. So you're a student of the game as well. So you're studying the whole game. I see you doing behind the scenes interviews now as well. All of that. You smashed the punditry. Like, you obviously are a world champion boxer as well, which no one can take that lightly. Do you know what it takes to become a world champion? There's guys that are going through hell and high water to become a fucking regional champion or to become an English champion.
Yeah.
You're the champion of the
putting
world.
in the hours, bro.
So you want to say you put the reps in and put the hours in, and it pays off. It's like you said, Jaykae, you were like, you wish you'd done boxing before, but you're a champion in your own field, innit? So maybe if you would, that would have taken away from what you're doing. You had to be the champion of what you're doing and your mic thing before you could move on to anything else. Now that you've got to that level, you can kind of dabble in some other fields now because you've secured that. But yeah, it is what it is. You can't chase 2 rabbits. Sometimes you can't chase 2 rabbits, brother. What's your brother saying? How's he getting on?
Yeah, good. I think he's just waiting for a fight date. He had a little frustrating period because he had a big fight for world title eliminator made, ready to go, and then the kid he was fighting got picked by the world champion as a voluntary, so obviously he just jumped out of the final and went straight into the fight. I don't even know if they fought yet. I don't think they have. I think something might happen with the fight. But then that kind of stalled him. Then he picked up a little hand injury, recovering from that, and now I think he's in the gym. I've not seen him for a little bit, but it's my mum's birthday today, actually, so shout out Mumsy.
Happy birthday, Mumsy.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. We're celebrating her. Do you know what? I don't even want to get the date wrong, the years wrong. They've been rolling.
Right, she wouldn't even want you to.
No, I
quote
mean,
that
yeah.
date,
So I'm going to say 35. That's what she'll
Yeah,
tell you
come
anyway. Max 35, she'll tell you. So, but yeah, she's celebrating her birthday. Well, it's today, but it's her party on Saturday. So I'll see him then, probably catch up a bit more. Taking my kids down and there, so it'll be nice.
Glad to hear that. All right, Jake, talk to me about this album now. Who you looking to have on there? What's the vibe? When's it coming out? Early next year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who you got? Any features that you can tell us?
I've got the George Smith tune that's out already.
Yeah, Georgia Smith. What's that? That's a.
1,000 Nights that's called. I've got The Streets on there.
Man's got the streets on there, yeah.
Man brought the
Shout
streets
out.
out, yeah.
Man brought back the streets.
Yeah.
big.
Don't think I don't still listen to my man.
Yeah, big-
Come on.
bro,
I spend a
yeah,
lot of
go on.
time in Mike's like a
Big him
mentor.
up.
Mike.
That's a prop. Listen.
man.
Come back to you before I get to that. Certain man, not gonna say who in the room. When man's going through certain issues with relationships and all of that, I tell them go listen to Steve Mike Skinner. Don't mug yourself off. Jaykae's laughing because he knows.
You know which one as well. You know exactly.
Hey,
which
man,
one.
scanning the
Everyone
room
knows
to
which
feel like, ooh.
Nah, but I'm a lying though,
I know,
JK.
yeah,
Them
nah,
tunes there.
I know who it is.
It's he's a Brummy as well.
I know he is.
My albums,
Sure.
bro. I could like, I'm being honest. I could go wild with features, yeah.
Of course you could.
But
you
that's
gotta
not the
express
feel
yourself,
of this
sure.
album. This album's a very like West Mid. I want to say Birmingham, but it's a bit outside. It's a West Midlands kind of album. Yeah, it's grime. Say like 80-90% of it's grime music.
Mad.
I think I've got one rap tune on there.
Mad.
There's drum and bass on there. I've got Bassman on there.
Mm-hmm.
Like the original OG Bassman.
Bassman, yeah? Okay.
UB40.
He's still going strong.
Your
bass
guy,
man as well.
man said you
Yeah.
40, you know.
Got Ali Campbell on there.
Is it?
Yeah, man. Birmingham legends, bro. Like that's I want to go down. I'm trying to fucking get Ozzy to clear something. I've just gone for all these Birmingham fucking people that I've grown up and they've been like the fucking main people in Brum. I just like fucking. That's the sound of the album, bro. It's called Hooligan. It's Birmingham City. It's Small Leaf. It's raw.
That's you, bro.
Yeah,
What-
it's,
everything you're saying makes sense.
Yeah, it's becoming like it's being this fucking guy, this fucking mad guy and whatever, and being in the pubs and being in the raves and whatever. But it's also like the end towards the end of the album it matures as well. Like it's I'm not lying to you, bruv. Yeah, like I can sit here and blow my own trumpet and chat shit. Yeah, Mum's Life past 10 years is not a better grime album than mine. I'll say that straight up with my chest. I'll say it, I don't give a fuck who's dropped. That can go for all your goats. That can go for everyone. Yeah, Hooligan. Yeah, is the hardest album. Yeah, grime album that's come in the last decade, bro.
Get's album was tough though. What is that? Would you say that's good?
I don't care.
You know that's Pounds' guy. You know that's Pounds' guy.
But what's the biggest tune? What's the biggest tune on there? Mozambique. You got Ed Sheeran and Stormzy and everyone on there, but your biggest tune's with me, bruv. Gets respects my thing.
I rate
Let
your
me
thing
speak.
as very-
Gets
no,
respects my
I can't lie,
thing. bruv, yeah.
Mozambique
Yeah.
is a big tune.
That's my
That's a serious tune.
He's my
Big
favourite
track.
MC
Rings
ever.
off.
Me too. Me
My
too.
favourite
Me
MC
too.
ever, so I'm not talking down on
I know
him.
you're not. I know you're not.
Gets is my favourite MC ever, bruv. Skepta number
Coldest.
2. You get me, bruv?
Yeah.
Like, Gets has always been my guy, bruv, from when I was
Artillery
wagging
days, way
school
back
to
when.
go and buy fucking freedom of speech.
right.
That's how long I've been listening
on.
to Gets for. But, yeah, I don't care, bruv. Better
I
than
say
that.
it with chest, bro. Oh,
Better than
listen.
that. It's fucking hard, bro. It's fucking,
I'm
it's
looking
amazing.
forward to hearing that then, bro. Cause that's,
amazing.
now you're talking my language there. Man said that with the man said that with that Sonny Edwards kind
Yeah,
of
that
confidence.
energy.
You know them
It's
Sonny
been-
Edwards.
that
You know that
Sonny
Sonny
Edwards
Edwards.
He's been,
I said it with that
he's
Sonny.
been chilling with me a few
Yeah,
years
yeah,
now,
yeah.
bro. Been chilling
There's
with
all
me.
the conversations.
No, brother, say it how it is.
That's an immaculate piece of work, bro. Fucking beautiful album, sick album. I don't care. Mine's better. I'm being serious, bro.
Brother, I'm looking forward
The
to
bar
it.
in the fucking the production, everything's just like wow. Like even I wow myself. You get me? Listen to it. Some of it's 2-3
getting
years old.
goosebumps.
You get me? Some of it's old, bro. Some of it's more new. You get me, bro?
Yeah,
But it's
yeah, mixed
fucking as a body of work, bro. My thing's fucking. It's 10 out of 10, bro. If it doesn't clean up, there's a problem. You get me, bro? You like.
Someone's getting fired. At
Yeah,
the
the awards
Yeah,
and that, bro. Because I get
no.
shagged in awards, bro. I feel like I always get shagged in these fucking award shows and that, bro. Yeah.
Right,
Best
because you're
grime
independent,
MC.
bro.
Yeah.
Man's not getting a shout. How the fuck's
Are
man
you not on the
getting-
list?
No,
Never.
But it's because you're independent.
Independent.
Yeah,
man.
but you get me,
I
bro.
guarantee you, if you sign the dotted line, it's the same thing. Some of the man them like if they were signed like differently to some mad deal, then they'll get the recognition they
And more
deserve.
views, the
like,
more sales.
Sometimes
Yeah,
I see
more
shit and I'm like,
buzz,
hello,
more
fucking
yeah,
hello, I'm here. You get me? And then I get sour towards that establishment. I just think, fuck you.
You'll get
yeah.
best newcomer.
You're
next
hating
year,
on
I
man
say.
or whatever.
Yeah,
That's
best
how
news
they'll
some of these
fight.
times man's been out for time.
That's how they'll fight. That's what
Yeah, bro. Like,
That's what
but
I didn't know that. I thought maybe it's because I'm more aware of you, because I've been following, innit? I'm a fan, innit?
the only time I ever got nominated for best grime MC was 2014, and I was in jail. And they found out I was in jail and took me off.
Yeah, but they only nominated you
What was
because they
that
most
for?
only
What-
thought at that time
Best
you was
grime
gonna-
MC,
Yeah, what award?
Yeah.
Mobile Awards.
Awards,
Yeah. That's
They
the
most
only
probably thought
time.
you was gonna sign something. That's what it was. You think 2014 they thought he's
I was just,
he's
yeah, I
dropped,
was
he's
doing
gonna
all right. My Fire in the Booth come out then. That's Not
Yeah.
Me come
Show
out
him
then.
that first bit.
In
That-
Froggy
was one of
EP
those
come out then.
ones,
I had a fucking, it was quite a good
Proper.
run to be fair.
Yeah. I didn't know all of that, because like I said, I've been following. So I just took it as, because in my eyes, you're a big artist, innit? Like, you're up there with them, man. In my eyes, I see as you're up there with. So I didn't know you weren't getting the recognition like that. I didn't
The
know
establishment is clicky though. That's the thing.
Hella clicky.
Like you see
Hella
certain man are getting like best grime or like best grime artists and some of this and certain artists or certain best rap and some they ain't even dropped.
Do you think
Like,
it's a London, Birmingham thing?
100%. Do you know what it is? You're buying into it,
Accents are
but
getting, like, more
it
banging, innit?
gets like this in my head, yeah. In London, like in Birmingham, if any opportunity falls in Birmingham, you know who's gonna fall to? Either me or Mist.
Yeah,
Or Millions. Free man. So in London, yeah, any opportunity that lands, say an Adidas deal, say a record label, say anything, yeah, it's gonna fall to a mutual friend of someone you might know.
Yeah.
So the opportunities like that. Oh, you know an MC who's got enough followers that can take this fucking endorsement. Safe, it's done. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a lot more patterned over here for people, which I get. These are your mates, and there's actual relationships between you can help someone and say, yo, I'm gonna get you a 50 rack slide, man, a 10. You know what I'm saying, bro? There's them relationships up here, bro. Like, I feel like you look after your own first and foremost, bro, and that's just how it is. You get me?
Clicky, bro.
And
very clicky.
that's just how it. And London, the opportunities will fall to the London man first. You get me? For soundtracks, for fucking, for anything.
You always
like,
said you got
some
to be on the
brands
right
as well,
side of
though.
the fence.
Yeah.
Like, and it is. But you man are
Some
on the
brands,
right
they
side of
only
the
go
fence.
for, like,
But I just think it's the distance.
yeah, but
innit?
then
It's
some.
the
Then
distance, yeah.
once every
Changing.
2-3 years, there'll be this fucking.
Changing.
This woman that works in a brand that'll think, you know what, we're not gonna go. Let's go Birmingham and be
Yeah, they
urban.
do that.
And then we might get a one. We might get a let's be different. And we might get a one squeeze on something. You get me, bro? Like,
Big up the Brub Pete, big up my
Like, I remember.
That's how it is, bro.
I know what you mean.
That's how it
Yeah,
is, bro.
we see it, and it's not nothing that's not. I think everyone's aware of that's how the industry is.
I see people getting the night plug, and I feel, who are you, bro? What the fuck am I doing this night shit, bro? But it's just how it is, bro. I'm not. They know these people, and they're friends that have real relationships with, and I can't fucking moan at that or look down at that. That's them.
Nah, but
ones,
when the
bro.
album drops and
And if
everything
it
goes
happens, like I was saying, if it was happening in Birmingham, it'd fucking fall to me, bro. I'd get my hands in all of the pies, bro. But it's not falling in Birmingham, all the pies that we get given. I don't want to say scraps, but here or there we might get a little.
something, yeah.
Someone
But you
gets
know-
a little thing.
Do you know what else happens though? Yeah, I remember when speaking. I don't even want to bait no companies out. Big ones though. Ones I've been sponsored by. Speaking about doing some sort of like campaign, like a big one, sort of getting into the. And then when I was sort of saying, well, I'm not really in London on my day to day. I'm based up in Sheffield. Like, if I'm impacting a community that I'm right now involved in, and you want to do some, which we're trying to do, then the only logical really, unless you're gonna somehow keep getting me up and down, will be Sheffield. And from that, they just kind of was like, well, the whole target is the London.
Yeah.
We're only really targeting. But I've heard that from a couple of like.
Yeah, but Sheffield ain't even on Brum.
No, of course.
Brum
No,
kinda-
no.
They're
but of
gonna
course,
do it.
but-
Sheffield's like
No.
you and Johnny Nelson.
Of
fam.
course. But what I still
But I get
think
what you
is
mean,
I get
yeah.
what you're
there's
saying.
definitely
Regional
definitely
bias.
like big brand.
Regional
They
bias.
target key cities. You'll be like a Milan, like
London,
they'll hit
Birmingham.
like Paris. They'll hit the popping culture cities, and there's no other cities
I'll
in their
put it like
eyes
this,
in
bro,
that country.
This is how mad Birmingham is, yeah. I see artists who might support a team, yeah, but home chair, like sitting on your arse at home watching them fans, yeah, that are so plugged in with their local football club that they support. Birmingham don't do fuck all for me. I've never got the check. I've never got the bag off Birmingham. Never revealed the kit.
Well, you ain't got a.
How, bro? I go to
I
every.
thought you're getting your ticket and all that pattern.
Lord, I have to
Yeah, because
shout.
I see one video where you was at the game.
Nah, Birmingham's joking.
What
They're
was
rapping.
that?
Birmingham.
I saw.
I'm at every game, bro.
I remember.
Maybe
I know
after
you're at
this
a lot
one.
of games.
I'm at every game. I'm at every fucking home game there is, and a lot of the away games, bro. I'll go with the fans. I'm in the pubs. I'm taking photos with fucking everybody at half time and after the game, bro. Like, I'm so accessible, bro.
Do you know what the problem is? You're not acting like a superstar, so they won't treat you like one.
Yeah,
They won't treat you like one. No, that's serious.
but this,
Not treating it
yeah,
like one,
man's
'cause
got fucking Troy
there
Deeney.
anyway.
Fucking hell, let's talk about that, bro. Fucking man helped Troy Deeney sign to Birmingham City, bro.
What,
On a level, he
exclusive?
asked me for my opinion, bro, whether we should do it or not. You get me?
That's
And you know
cool.
what I
No,
said?
no,
Yes,
no,
bro.
no, no,
Like,
respecting
man's
the team.
for real, bro. Like, man's got in there and took
Rex
a picture with
fixing the
Troy when
camera.
he signed and that and done the interview with him. But
No, I know that's.
man's not getting the bag though. But in London, Bro, like there's like if you whatever football team you support as a big established
Brother,
artist,
brother Harry
they're behind
Pinero
you.
came here and talked about Man United, call him and say, listen, come up, this, that, the other.
That's Man United, the biggest club in the world.
No.
That can have anyone.
Every famous celebrity.
I'm telling man.
I love how Arsenal's running. You know why? Because you can tell it's an Arsenal fan from the ends that's designing the kits, because the kits are fucking hard.
Cold every year.
You can tell it's really like
They've been
hands-on. Some North London kids are really like got
Yeah,
their
they're
hands
tapped
in with
in. They're
Adidas
tapped
and
in.
Arsenal.
Yeah, they're tapped
It's
in.
nice.
They're
I
tapped
like.
Yeah,
it.
not
I
like a
love that
fashion-
idea.
not like
I
a
love
fashion
that.
designer.
You can see whoever's dealing with Arsenal's thing love Arsenal. They care about them.
Yeah.
But watch this.
Liverpool.
Watch this. God, you're just hate. Watch this. This
Nah, but
time.
Liverpool's got Zoom.
Just
Come
trying
on,
to draw.
come on.
They ain't got no West Indies kit, man. Them man,
The
The
one.
kits on about. I'm just saying.
They
got no Jamaican
man's
kit,
tapped
man.
in.
He's on about supporting
Nah,
artists.
support.
But they get
But
behind
they got
artists.
that.
Liverpool
bro.
get behind
Liverpool
artists. Liverpool get behind artists. Listen, but I'm saying this to you though. We're cool. We're predicting this room. This time next year, before this time next year, Birmingham are going to show you all the love and respect they should.
Oh,
They're going to reach out with something. Watch.
I want
They're
to
gonna
say there's a Jasper Carrot suite. Why am I not coming to games?
Jasper Carrot don't go games.
Jasper
Something
Carrot
so
gets-
specific
Bear
and
it,
so
listen,
quick.
Go on your
You
phone.
deep it,
Go
you
on
had it.
Birmingham
Yeah,
Mail.
man.
This is what I
Go
want.
on
I was going to say.
Birmingham Mail and search. There's an article Birmingham Mail, the top newspaper in Birmingham, put up here about the top. I think it's 15 Birmingham City fans, famous Birmingham City fans. I'm not in the list. I'm not in the list.
They're doing
There's
that.
people in there
They're
don't know
doing
who
that.
they are, bro. But I'm not in the list. You get me, bro? Like they're not respecting man's.
I don't. Yeah, that's
I have to go
going
on
to change.
Villa or something.
Never.
No, that's going to
They
change.
might start respecting your thing a little bit more.
But Villa have like Nathan Dorr, bro, my guy, bro.
Transfer
Nathan Dorr's my guy.
request.
Villa's got my man. Push my man to every. My song was playing with Nathan Dorr. Villa fans had to hear my voice every half time for a whole season.
Cold.
See it there.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Cold.
I swear down.
No, that's all going to change. That's all going to change.
It's my, but that's just to put in like, in terms of like where Birmingham and London are in terms of like branding and
Support.
and marketing and support and things like that. We're behind, man. It's not the same.
No, it's going to change. It's going to change.
So I need the pioneers, man.
Yeah, listen, someone has to go through it. Watch the next artist now that's going to come through. All of a sudden, he's going to get every next Birmingham artist coming up after you.
Miss
but
supports
ha-
Man U.
even
Why is
Man
Jasper
is-
Carrot at #1, fam? Like they're taking.
Have you searched it? Okay.
I said Jasper Carrot, you
I'm
know.
not going to Jasper Carrot Suite.
Yeah, nah, you gotta be on this list, fam.
I'm not on there.
Mike Skinner's on there though.
Yeah, might don't go to
Mike
games.
Skinner, man.
I tell him
What
I come
number- what
to
number
games.
is he coming
He's
in
not
at?
interested. He doesn't even want to come.
Yeah,
Mike needs to pattern you up. He needs to do the intro thing. Just say, listen, this is my guy.
Bro, I talked to everybody in there, bro. Like literally, like from high up. Like the last owners, I was speaking to the last owners. The last owner never tweeted for like 3 years, and he would only reply to my tweets. And Blues fans would go fucking nuts, like, bro. Why is he replying to Jaykae kind of thing, bro? But it was banter.
Maybe someone over there maybe someone got in a hooligan mix up with you and they're just trying to blackball you.
Nah, I feel
Something went
I
on.
feel like you should be on this list.
Yeah, because that's mad. I can't understand how you're not on that.
That's mad.
Or maybe he thinks
Love needs to
Graham's
be
there.
shown.
But I'm at the game, so and he's saying I might be acting too fucking normal, bro.
That's
And
it, you are,
Like, if I
waiting.
started acting bougie and don't go for a few years, then they
They'll
might
start
start
inviting you
respecting
down.
me a
Yeah.
bit more. But they know, bro. Like, you ain't gonna ask them, bro. But the people that work in the fucking store, where you go get your fucking kits and that, I'm in there regular.
Brother, you bleed blue.
I got my
you're-
dogs. My
yeah,
dog's
like-
lead is from the blue
yeah,
shop.
brother,
Maybe
My
you-
dog's,
maybe-
my
your
dog's
man's-
water bowls from the blue
Yeah.
shop.
What's his name?
My,
Serious about it.
Zulu. My dog's called Zulu, bro. Say no more, bro. My fucking. I've got my kids. They have all Blues kits. My niece and my nephew get all them. I get all the fucking training garms, the shorts, the t-shirts, because it's Nike now, so I'm gassed.
Yeah,
Man's
yeah,
got
yeah.
Nike with the Blues badge. You get me, bro? Man's gassed. I'm putting that away for years. Well, I don't care if I don't wear it now, bro. I just want, bro. We've had some shit brands, bro.
Nah, you man's kits have been terrible. Some of them, yeah.
What was the one they were wearing when they beat you like, in the cup final?
I bet he remembers that one.
Theodora, I think, no. Or Carbrini.
Diodora, you know. You lot bad the Diodora kits beat you in the
And he
cup
still slapped Koscielny as well on the way
was having a
through.
meltdown, man.
Yeah, man.
Mad.
The team went right. The team
past
went
him.
The
right.
best is yet to come. Let's bring it to a close still, 'cause I know you, man. You, man, going back up tonight?
Back up, bro.
Straight up. Well, I appreciate you
In and
coming
out. Shout
down.
out Stealth Connections as well for
Come
bringing
on,
us
shout.
down in the building.
Shout out Stealth
The longest.
Connections. Who else I forget? Big up all the man them. Who else?
Yeah.
We got Clown here.
Come on, the big dog.
Zulu's in the building.
Come on, all the man them. Yeah, big up. No, I appreciate you, man, coming down. We was organising it for a while. It's good to have you, Ed. Appreciate you coming down, Jaykae. And yeah, nothing but support from our side of things.
Yeah.
Been following from a long time. Still following. Still supporting. We're looking forward to the album. Very much looking forward to the album. I'm gonna listen to that from front to back.
And then review it on here, innit?
Then review
Yeah,
it.
I'm
Yeah.
talking
Against
about
the
it fully.
words of what he said, didn't it?
No, I'll talk about it fully, and I ain't gonna compare it to that as its own body of work. I'm gonna say it. And I know it's gonna be hard
Tough,
anyway.
of course it's tough.
Man
Yeah,
said
of course it's
UB40 and all of that, but
Bro,
you know what?
big-
Man
big
pulling out
artist,
big
you
art.
know.
Man said Mike Skinner, my guy. I told man when there's
But
a
you know what's mad?
Mike Skinner.
All the features just like the sound of it just makes it. It's gonna put it in its own element. It's
But
like-
I know Jaykae is gonna hold his own as well. I know you're gonna go in. I know. See what I'm hearing from a lot of this is you're dealing with a man that even though he's successful, still feels like he's got something to prove because he's not getting the respect. And that's a man that kills it when they go. That man there is dangerous. So I know when you go.
I'm not gonna drop 5, 6, 7, 8 albums. I've learnt from Mike Skinner, bro. Mike Skinner dropped maybe 6, 7 studio albums, yeah. But you know the two, yeah, the first and the second album. That's what you tour on for life, bro. Yeah. As long as you nail the 2 albums, bro.
Yeah.
Your debut and your sophomore, mate. You're in the fucking game forever, bro.
Come on.
You get me? My man's selling out fucking Brixton 8 times in a row. You get me?
Yeah.
And that's fucking 40,000 people in a week and one day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Performing dry
That's
in
off the
eyes,
back.
mate, and
That's
all
off the.
that.
And
Hey, for the
not
match.
just everyone's
Hey, that was
balling,
a track
bro.
from earlier we
Hold
didn't
on.
mention, but
The whole
Nah, I
crowd's
mean-
crying. You know what I'm saying, bro?
he's baited himself.
Brother.
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm just alliterating on the fact of what you're saying.
And
Like,
I've got
man's
to tour
performing
with
them
my man
hitters
twice.
there.
I've supported him twice on tour, bro. I've done Brixton with him bare times. I've done every academy there is in the UK with him. I've done Europe with him even, yeah. So I've got to see it from that level where you're like, I'm 31 now, my man's early 40s. So, and you've come back the past couple of years and cleaned up again. I want to be able to put out these couple albums in the next few years, and if I want to take a break from things, take a break from things, and when I come back on some Jay-Z shit. Like Jay-Z can go, yeah, and people will be like, wow. You know what I'm saying, bro? Or you can shit on your legacy, you get me, bro? And I don't even mean to fucking cuss anyone here, but you see Wiley, I feel like he talks too much on tunes, he does too much. He deserves to be respected every time that man speaks on the microphone, should wow people, and he's too accessible, does collabs with everyone and drops a mixtape here, there and everywhere. I feel like he's that guy, like Skepta now's taking that direction. Skepta says he's done with music and he's only on production, but he will spit a bar one day, and whoever gets that blessing of a feature, everyone's gonna be like, wow, Skepta's dropped the hardest verse ever, bro. You don't want to fucking.
I know what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying, bro? You want to be that guy, bro.
Yeah.
Eventually, that's where man's want to take it, bro.
Yeah, full respect to that, and you're spitting real game there.
Real
That's
game,
real.
yeah.
Don't speak too
Godfather
much. It
shit.
makes you look too common.
Everyone started getting mad on that Jay-Z God did bar. You get what I'm saying?
Mad thing, bro. And he knows what he's doing, drop gigs and them. Man's going
You know,
mad
you
all
know,
over
yeah,
England.
yeah.
Everyone's going mad.
Tactical,
Bro,
man.
yeah.
Rap with Hove. But yeah, on that note, we'll wrap it up. We've got the world champion Jaykae in the building. We've got the world champ Sonny Edwards in the building.
Pounds and Doggy, respect for having me.
Every time, appreciate you coming through. It's another one.
Always.
Step!